Hey folks, this is Austin with Sightmark. We're out here at the range today. We're going to go over how to mount a rifle scope. First off, we're going to start with the 3 to 18 Presidio. It's the first focal plane. Then we're going to move to the 1 to 6 Presidio LPVO, and finally in with the Sightmark A-Spec red dots. Come back down here. This Presidio 3 to 18 has a 30 millimeter tube. Knowing what tube size you have is really important because that designates what ring size you're going to use. This 30 millimeter, these 30 millimeter rings from Sightmark also. You've got a package open. The first thing we're gonna do is take the bases. We're gonna mount them on your rail. We're gonna get them torqued down to spec, which will be listed on the packaging, whichever rings you choose to buy. Get those torqued down. Then you're gonna set your optic in the bases. At this point, you need to adjust your eye roll. And this is very user dependent, length of pull dependent, a few other things. So you really need to get behind the fire and look through it so you get a really clear picture. If you need to move it forward, you can move your ring, this ring forward. If you need to move it backwards, you can move this ring rearward. Once you get that set, you need to keep it stable. Then you need a leveling set. This is a really basic set. There's multiple aftermarket options. You put this on your action. You make sure your action is level. And then you put this one on your top turret. And you make sure it's level also. Once those are matching, you set your race caps on, and you're going to torque these to the manufacturer's spec also. So what I like to do is get them all started. You want to make sure you do not cross thread these. So as they're started here, you're gonna go ahead, snug them all up. I like to start with these center ones and set the spaces and then go back and torque them all down. Making sure they're all good. You make sure you're still level, and that's it. You're mounted. When you take it out, you bore sight it, you zero. So to move down here to the LPVO, we already have this mounted in this cantilever mount because it takes a little more work, but you're gonna do the same thing, set it on there, make sure it's level. This one has the screws in the side. You torque everything the manufacturer spec. This is the bolt-on cantilever mount from Sightmark. There's also a QD, all available on the website. This is Presidio 1 to 6 LPVO. You wanna set your eye relief on this also, as we mentioned on the bolt action. A good place to start, I believe, is always kind of getting the end of your scope here right at your charging handle. So we're just gonna start there. You wanna bolt it, we're gonna torque it down a little bit. If it was yours, you'd get behind it and adjust that eye relief by moving back and forth in these notches. Torque these final two down and you'd be set. Go to bore sight, go zero, good to go. If you're mounting a red dot, this A-Spec has a QD built into it, pretty straightforward. When you mount the red dot, set it on there, lock it down. You want to make sure it is not bridging the handguard and the upper. If you get any flex in your handguard or it gets bumped off, it can really torque your optic and really mess up your zero, mess up your accuracy. I do like to set my red dots as far forward on the upper as I can, in without bridging. So again, this is the Sightmark A-Spec, that Presidio 1 to 6. This is the Presidio 3 to 16, all available on sightmark.com. Let's get to bore sight.